There we go, guys. We are in lobby, and there is the countdown. We are round number 4. We are going on to Twilight Peaks. It is going to be a matchup between LiquidHero and QxGtheognis the Ognis. So this actually has the potential to be a really awesome matchup. LiquidHero at the moment is really favored, but at the same time, Ognis is an awesome good Terran. So here we go, guys. Starting off at the top left of the map, we got from QxGtheognis the Ognis, the blue Terran. His opponent at the bottom right, DreamHack winner, NASL finalist, Code A champion or player, you guys can all correct me on that, from Team Liquid, the red Protoss, LiquidHero, yeah. So, looking at things, guys, we are on the new map. This is called Twilight Peaks, and when I first looked at this map, it literally reminded me of Shakura's Plateau. I'm not sure why. I think it's because just kind of the layout of, of the main, it's kind of a little bit weird. And then it's like this natural that kind of leads that ramp out into the middle. So this is an obnoxious map. So let's start off trying to look at the map, see what's going on. This is again Twilight Peaks. So you're looking at the main at the moment. Weird kind of layout, map-wise, detail-wise, really weird layout. Very interesting. I don't know if you could build stuff onto here exactly, but again, room for drop, stuff like that. There's like a hidden little area. It kind of looks like Shakura's Plateau in the layout right over here. Kind of, they chopped this half up and like took it from Shakura's Plateau. We look and see, we move down to the natural, looks exactly like Shakura's. You got the natural right over here. Got a lot of minerals. I'm not sure if that's actually the standard amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is, never mind, whoops. But it should be easy. It's a big ramp, but easily defendable at the same time. We move down to the third over here. 2 gases, kind of looking fine. And I think that's it for bases, potentially? Is it? Oh, there's a 4th over here. So I think everybody has a 4th also. No, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Never mind. Everybody only has 3 bases. So it is a 4-player map. It's very symmetrical. Like I said, you got the main, you got the natural right over here. It leads down with this big ramp. As we walk over here, we see that there is a third very open area. Looking at that, we got kind of the QxGtheognis thing going on. We got 4 towers, mini ramps leading up to them, so a lot of vision. In the middle of the map, we got a little bit of a pond with some rocks, so in case you guys want to fish, do some awesome stuff. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm looking at chat right now, Blackness, so it looks like Typhoon Peaks, but I don't know. I get a really big feel right now that it's more like Shakura's, just because of how, like, the main looks leading into the natural, leading out, and then it's very symmetrical in the sense. I don't know, that's kind of what it reminds me at the moment. Looking at the actual game itself, we look at QxGtheognis the Ognis. Meanwhile, has gone standard build, 10 racks, and it looks like he's going for a 1 racks expand. Throwing down the bunker right here just to be safe in case. Meanwhile, LiquidHero's got that double gas going on, so we might see some Stargate play, might see some DTs. Most likely that Stargate play we saw with some Phoenixes or potentially something proxied. Oh no. Not sure if the Ognis is going to be ready for it. Either way, Ognis will at least have a bit of an economic advantage if he holds off any type of cheese, any type of rush, if possible. But now adding on a couple more barracks to help him out, to get more units out, help defend. But yeah, I don't know. This actually, I thought I'd be able to analyze this map a little bit more, but it's actually not that big of a map. It's just Stargate. So looks like Hero's gonna go most likely a 3-gate Stargate rush potentially, or just might go Void Rave rush if possible. And I don't know if Ognis is gonna be ready. He will have some Marines out, but again, gonna be really hard to hold off a 1-base push from a Protoss player, especially once you have expanded. This is a fairly big ramp too, so there's a lot of surface area for the Protoss army to engage. So looking at things, I mean, with this map, I don't know. I can't analyze it that much more. The only things I could probably say at the moment right now, drop would be really interesting, especially if you're from air close position over here. Natural just reminds me of Shakura's Plateau, not a big deal. The ramp is pretty big to get in, so for Protoss players, they might not like it as much. They might have to waste a couple more force fields to block off. But surface area wise, I wonder if he sees that. But surface area wise, should be interesting. So we look, pylon just built by Hero. The Ognis, he does have a supply depot here. He does see that there's a pylon just built. I wonder what he's exactly going to plan. He's got to be ready for this. He's got a couple SCVs right now with the auto repair ready. And here we go. He's got that pylon up there. He's got a Void Ray to help warp in units. And here we go. It is a kind of a Void Ray rush, but he's going to go enter the main at the moment. And oh my god, Ognis doing a beautiful job. Actually prepared for it. Put up a bunker just in case right over there. But at the moment, Hero could actually build more. Ognis is supply block for a little bit and an only starting stim at the moment. So right now, Hero is going to go into the main with these 3 Zealots attacking. That's going to attract the attention of this army. And the front's going to be purely wide open for attacks. Will he be able to hold this off? I don't think he will. Going to bring more SCVs off the line to repair, but Hero doing a great job of actually focus firing these SCVs, get him off the line, and he loses that, and he'll have to float that natural back on the inside. There is no bunker at the moment, so if he has the ability to warp in actually a few more units, I think Hero might be able to overrun the Ognis inside his base. Очень интересный пуш сейчас, это мы видим, Hero отлично играет, он натуральную, это внутри поставил золотый, убил бункер, это в натуральную базу, сейчас просто огромную агрессию пользуется через Огнис, и сейчас просто Огнис теряет его хранилище, это 46, 43 от 46, сейчас реактор, наверное, потеряет, я не знаю, честно, что Огнис может делать. Ему просто сидеть на одного базу и пробовать защищать вот это все время. Вот это пуш отличный, это огромный харас. Попробовал форсил поймать его армию, но тоже нельзя близко Hero попасть. Hero чуть-чуть его Void Ray очень близко поставил. Просто очень плохо сейчас, и тоже ему нельзя терять его мариники, потому что с мариники это не убьет. Он Мородеры не может стрелять, это в воздух, это очень плохо. Steam почти это готовится заканчивать, но я чувствую, он сейчас это заканчивает. Charge почти совсем закончилась. And it looks like we got one of the Void Rays was picked off, but again, these Void Rays are fully charged. That's so hard to engage with at the moment. Really unfortunate right now at the moment for Ognis. He lost the reactor, lost the 2 tech labs, lost the stim timing. I'm not sure if he exactly canceled it in time, if possible. Right now, Hero's putting on so much pressure. It is so rough for the Ognis. Build a couple supply depots on the back over here to prevent himself from getting supply blocked, but again, losing all these barracks, and it's going to be really hard for him to reproduce units. We look over here, he's going to bring in a few more units, about 3 more sentries, 2 stalkers, and again, Hero's actually not paying attention! Ognis doing a little bit of micro, almost able to take out all the Void Rays, a little bit of health left on that one, but again, Hero putting on a lot of pressure at the moment on the backside, already taking his natural, so expanding off of it. So either way, the Ognis is going to be in a lot of trouble economically too, even if he holds off this push. Right now we look at supply at 60 out of 84 for LiquidHero, 51 out of 62 for Quantix Gaming, the Ognis. Looking at the kill count, 12 SCVs killed by LiquidHero, only 1 worker killed by the Ognis. And this is just really rough right now position. Hero does have to be careful with his micro because he cannot lose that Void Ray. But again, sitting off one base, how long can the Terran player sit off one base, especially if he's got mules mining? It takes a lot of minerals out of that patch. And eventually, there is an opportunity for Hero where he will starve his opponent out. He will probably have to pull SCVs and try to attack at the moment. We look and see 4 barracks, 5, 6 total barracks have been finished up, and the factory is just about done. But again, really hard to produce that much just off one base, especially if you're producing Marauders and everything else. Another proxy pylon getting thrown down. Stargate not really getting utilized anymore, which I like. Eventually, at some point, the Protoss has to quit making Stargate units because they become fairly useless in the later part of the stages of the game. You know, it's kind of what it is. As we see right now, the Ognis is pushing down the map, and I don't think Hero's actually paying attention at the moment. Throws down a couple force fields. Will most likely lose most of these units. Kind of a little bit of a gaffe on his part. Trying to force field, trying to take out as much as he possibly can. And doing a nice little job trying to micro against all these Marines. And unfortunately, he will lose that last Void Ray. Oh no. And looks like right now the Ognis gonna retake his natural. At this point, he does have to go counterattack right now, in which he will. Most likely will find that Stargate, might distract him for a little bit, or a pylon, depending, but he definitely needs to get in there and attack at the moment. Interesting right now, Hero actually has not a lot of units. He's only got a Colossus, and everybody's laughing at the moment because they're going to be like, that's enough for him. I mean, that's enough for a Protoss player. But again, he does need some force fields to try to trap that army, put it in a bad position so the actual Colossus can try to snipe some of that stuff off. Interesting right now, looking at LiquidHero actually does not have Thermal Lance finished up, but again, really dangerous with the Colossus, and the second one is walking down to that natural at the moment. Hero, meanwhile, adding on 3 gates and looking in awesome shape. He's had his natural up for already a little while. Had that economic advantage just recently. The Ognis is kind of evening it up, throwing down a few more mules to take a little bit of a lead. Сейчас очень интересная ступень в игра. Огнис мог это защищать Hero агрессию, мог убить Войдрой. Хорошо это, что Hero не пользовался строить от его Stargate больше. Это хорошие транзиции. Есть сейчас в игру, когда просто надо перестать строить это юниты от Stargate и начинать это думать про Gateway юниты, и Colossus, и Immortal строить. И интересно сейчас, это Guardian Shield это поставил и идет сначала на агрессию. Thermal Lens закончилась, значит, вот эти Colossus могут дистанции это атаковать. И просто сейчас очень плохая позиция для Огнес, ему сейчас надо Вайкинги. У него Старпорт только закончится, ну, Космопорт второй заканчивается, только сейчас Вайкинги строит. И у него Огниса, честно, очень много юнитов, но он хороший форсфилд ставит, Зелты тоже это вперед встает, и просто сейчас Ognis теряет очень много. We're looking at the scene right now, the Ognis is actually losing a lot of units. He tried to focus fire down some of those Colossus, but that's actually not working out really well for him at the moment. Third Colossus joins the party, and the Ognis, his supply is just plummeting at the moment. I don't think there's anything he could really do, kind of trying to hold on last desperation, but again, when you got 3 Colossus running around your base and Stalkers to help defend him, another Warp and a Zealot here comes in, that 6 Zealot hit squad, and that's just going to be really rough to try to even hold off. Good job focus firing with the Stalkers, and congratulations to LiquidHero moving on to round number 5.